Hello everybody, welcome back to English lesson. Today we are going to learn the simple past of the verb to be. Okay? So when do we use the simple past tense? We use the simple past tense of the verb to be for any state to describe a person or situation in the past. So the verb to be in the past. There are two, was and were. Okay? In this lesson, we'll present you the simple past of the verb to be, its form, and its use. Now the affirmative form. I was, he was, she was, it was. Now one more time. I was, he was, she was, it was. You were, we were, they were. Let's repeat. You were, we were, they were. Now let's look at these examples below. I was in London in 1999. John was in London in 1999 too. We were together. She was my girlfriend. Okay? Now let's move to the interrogative form. Was I? Was he? Was she? Was it? Let's repeat one more time. Was I? Was he? Was she? Was it? Were you? Were we? Were they? Let's repeat one more time. Were you? Were we? Were they? So let's see example. Were you in London last year? Were Albert with you? Were you together? Now let's see the negative form. I was not, or I wasn't. He was not, or he wasn't. She was not, or she wasn't. It was not, or it wasn't. You were not, or you weren't. We were not, or we weren't. They were not, or they weren't. Examples. I wasn't in Paris in 1999. Pam wasn't in Paris in 1999. We weren't in Paris. So use of the simple past. The simple past is used principally to describe events in the past. Now remember, wasn't is the short form of was not. You can say either I was not in Paris or I wasn't in Paris. The second example, weren't is the short of were not. You can say either we were not in Paris or we weren't in Paris. Now to understand how to formulate the verb to be in the simple past, look at the table below. Now Let's recapitulate. Affirmative: I was, you were, he was, she was, it was. We were, you were, they were. For the negative form, I wasn't, you weren't, he wasn't, she wasn't, it wasn't. We weren't, you weren't, they weren't. For the interrogative form, was I, were you, was he, was she, was it, were we, were you, were they. Is that clear? Good. Now pay attention. For the first person singular and third person singular, use the word was. In all other cases, use were. For example, she was a student. They were doctors. Okay? Thanks for watching.